and welcome to the Friday the 13th Spooktacular Special Edition of Mixed Mediology. This week I am working with a cheap, silly looking plastic pumpkin and turning it into a really cool Halloween decoration piece of altered art that you could actually leave out all year if you were in my house. So, if you remember, I found these at the thrift store this week. That's the back side, and there's like a hole here for where the light could go in. There's another hole on the top. I still don't know what this hole was supposed to be for. Maybe stick a light down in there too, or I don't know. So this is what the pumpkin originally looked like. And after I was finished with it, this is what it looks like. And I'm so excited. I love it. It's so cool. I did both sides of this pumpkin. I'm actually still going to work on this one, but I haven't had time to do that yet. It'll get done before Halloween. So I did work on both sides of this pumpkin. So this is my favorite side right here. You can see he's got like the 3D embellishment sticking off of his face here. And this was the back side of the original pumpkin. So I also worked on the front side of the original pumpkin and really changed. I didn't take a photo of the side by side, so I don't know if you can really judge the two. But this is the difference in the before and after. I changed his eyebrow shape, I changed his eye shape, I changed his nose shape and his mouth shape, and I made him just not so happy and silly looking. I completely covered up the word treat. And this is all clay, so everything that you see me changing on these pumpkins is all done with paper clay. And so the embellishments around his eyes and this part of his mouth you'll see me actually shaping. This is all done with clay. One of the things I did want to talk about though was whenever I changed the shape on this side, the clay, I brought it down onto the pumpkin. I didn't just cover the eyes, I also brought it down onto the pumpkin because it ended up giving him some really cool texture. Not sure if you can really, yeah, you see that texture underneath his eyes there? It's also like around his mouth over here where I closed it in some, and it just really gave him some cool texture and made it not look so silly and happy. It's still a happy face pumpkin, but it's not one of the, you know, cheesy, silly, happy face pumpkins. So it is definitely possible to turn this into this. I love it. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. A couple of other things that I did want to talk about. In the photos, it looks like this pumpkin is glowing. Like from the inside, it looks like this part of him and his eyes are glowing. And the reason that is because I used fluorescent paint. I just used the craft paint. It's Neon Yellow by Craft Smart is the one that I used. And it really does look like it's glowing. Like even now on video you can see when the light is bouncing off of it, it does look like it's glowing because it's neon paint. And in the photos you can really tell it depending on the kind of light you've got. Like if it's kind of a dark room and you've got a light shining on this, it's gonna glow it look like it's glowing even more. Now I have glow in the dark paint that I plan to paint this with, so you could actually make these glow in the dark, but because they're fluorescent, because this is fluorescent, it's already black light reflective. So at Halloween, whenever I put my decorations out, I do have a couple of black lights. When I shine a black light on this, it's going to look even more awesome because of the neon paint. So what I'll probably do is leave this one neon, and then whenever I get to this one, use the glow in the dark paint and have one that glows and one that's neon. So just little tips for those of you who may want to try this project on your own. Let's see what else. Oh, and the other thing that I wanted to tell you, cool little story here. This is actually a real pumpkin stem. The day I decided to do this project, it was on my desk and I was actually working on it, and I had done his eyes and I had done his mouth, and I was debating on what I wanted to do. I was actually just going to create a clay stem. I had planned on creating a faux stem up here. And I happened to go into Walmart because I needed something, and it's the first day that they had pumpkins. They've got pumpkins, real life pumpkins at Walmart. And so I always have to look. I have to go look at the pumpkins and pet them and touch them and squee a little bit, giggle about them. And I looked, and there was just this random stem laying right in the top of the box of pumpkins. It wasn't attached to anything. It was already broken off of a pumpkin. So whenever I got ready to check out, I took it up to the cashier and I said, this was just laying in the pumpkin box. Can I have this? And she said, sure, you can have it. So this is a real stem. And I just put the clay on there, stuck the stem into it, and then added the texture. So you can go to the stores and find actual pumpkin stems. If you go to the pumpkin patch, collect extra stems, because even like, I still have my little sweater pumpkin up here. Even these kinds of pumpkins, the sweater pumpkins or the fabric pumpkins, you can attach faux stems, or you can attach real stems to these faux pumpkins. So where we bound it around here with the twine, instead you would just basically do it like we did the bottom and leave it kind of tucked in, and then you would glue a real stem to the top of it, which I plan to do with another one of these that I do later on. If you want to know how to make this sweater pumpkin and know how to make it on the bottom, you know, make the bottom and the top look the same so you could add the real stem, go back and watch my sweater pumpkin video. I think it was last week's Mixed Mediology Monday, but I could be wrong on the date. So just go find the sweater pumpkin, how to turn a sweater into a pumpkin YouTube video on my channel. So, you know, that's just a few things. If you don't have a real stem, you could totally make this with clay. Now you'll notice this week is a little bit longer. The video is a little bit longer than normal. Again, this is the Friday the 13th Spooktacular special, so I went all out. I did both sides of the pumpkin, so the video process is me doing both sides. I hope you enjoy it. I had a really good time making it, and I love the way this pumpkin turns out. I've already got it sitting out downstairs. I had the sweater pumpkin down there too. I brought it up so that I could talk about it. So yeah, I'm already starting to decorate for Halloween. I'm so in the Halloween spirit this year. I'm loving it. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you about was my YouTube channel is growing, and I'm so excited. I can't tell you how happy it makes me to log into my email account and get the little message that says so-and-so has subscribed to you on YouTube, and then I go check and my numbers go up. I can't even express to you how happy that makes me, because I've been working and working and working and struggling at this for so long. And if you read my blog post titled "This is me, this is the truth," or "This is me, horns and all," if you read that blog post, you kind of know the struggles that I had been going through. So to actually get these emails now telling me so-and-so has subscribed to you, and to see that my YouTube channel is doing so well, makes me insanely happy. So I've decided that since you guys are making me so happy, I want to give you a shout out. So what I'm going to do, every time I do a video, every time I do a check-in, I'm just going to give a few shout outs to some of the most recent people who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. So whenever you subscribe, listen to the next video, because you may hear your name. If I get 10 people that subscribe, I'm probably not going to go through the whole list of 10, but if I have, 5 or 6 or somewhere in between there, I'll give everybody's name and say, hey, thanks. So this is the first week of shout outs, and I'm just going to do 5. I've had a bunch of people sign up here within the last 2 weeks or so. So there's no way I could just go through and say hi to everybody. But thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thanks to those of you who are sharing my videos and getting them out there into the world for other people to see. It means more to me than I can ever express to you, and it makes me insanely happy. And it makes me just want to keep doing videos and doing more videos and doing better videos, so that you guys will keep spreading the word and keep telling your friends and having more people subscribe. So this week's shout outs are for Pammy Cadwallader. If I say your name wrong, also, I apologize, because, some of us have some crazy YouTube names and Facebook names, and they're hard to pronounce. So, I'm gonna do my best, but if I totally butcher it, I'm sorry. Alright, so Pammy Cadwallader, thank you. Brian Prescott, Whiskey Low, I think that's a really cool YouTube name. I know I'm gonna mess this one up. Zajdemili? Zajdemili. That's a cool one. I can't pronounce it, but thank you. And Rodwell Raby. That's another good one. I like these YouTube names. So shout out. Woo-hoo. Thanks for signing up to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate you being here. I think that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. Stay tuned for the complete video process, seeing the transformation from this to this. I show you everything. If you have questions, leave it in the comment section down below and I will answer it. Those of you who have asked me questions and I haven't responded yet, or if you've left me a comment and I haven't responded yet, I sincerely apologize. I had a crazy week. I was in seminars for 6 days and then I had technical difficulties, so I have not had a chance to respond to questions, comments, or messages yet, but I am getting to that here within the next couple of days. I should have everything answered by Monday. So if you've asked me a question or left me a comment, thank you. I'm getting back to you. That's it. I'm really going to stop talking now. Okay. So don't forget, you can always find me on Facebook, either under Edie Canoyer or under my Facebook page, which is Mixed Mediology. You can also find me on Pinterest under Edie Canoyer, as well as Twitter. I don't know my Twitter handle. I think it's Edie Canoyer, or it might be EdieBug7701. You have to look, just look for my name, you'll find me on Twitter. And you can also visit my blog, and that is www.lifebytheseatofmypants.wordpress.com. There are big changes coming to the blog, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Probably in the next several weeks. I got a lot of stuff that I got to learn. It's a long process, but it's coming. I promise it's coming. Alright, that's it for this week. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I will be back next Thursday. There will not be a Mixed Mediology Monday this coming week, but there will be a Thrift Shop Thursday next week, and that will be up just like normal with a brand new item and a brand new project coming up the following week. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye! time, I'm going to stop talking and show you the video making of the pumpkin transformation. Thanks again for being here, and I will see you next week for Thrift Shop Thursday. There won't be a Mixed Mediology Monday, but Thrift Shop Thursday will be back at its regular scheduled time next week. Thanks for being here. I'll see you then. Mwah. Bye! Oh shit, no, wait. Okay, that's really it this time. I'm going to stop talking now. Don't forget, you can find me on Facebook. That's Facebook Okay, that's really it. I'm going to stop talking now. Don't forget, you can always find me on Facebook. That is Mixed Mediology on Facebook. You can also find me on Pinterest under Edie Canoyer. You can find me on Facebook under Edie Canoyer as well. And, oh! How many times am I going to say it wrong? But there will be a Thrift Shop Thursday next week, and that will be up just like normal with a brand new item and a brand new project coming up the following week. Thanks for being here. I'll see you then. Bye. I can't believe I said my sign off wrong. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.